I'm sorry. Back off!
Sir, that wasn't me.
Yo, back off!
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm
Back
sorry.
off! Block again.
When rappers and fans clash, things never end up how you'd expect. These are rappers versus fans. Action Bronson. Action Bronson is one of those rappers who doesn't take trash from anyone, and he's not the smallest guy either. He's a crowd control expert and knows how to handle difficult situations. In Santa Ana, California, he grabbed a little person and swung them around, put them on his shoulder, and launched them Superman style into the crowd. It was a wild and crazy move, but it shows that Action Bronson knows how to keep the show under control while still having fun with the crowd. He wasn't about to allow a fan to come on stage and heckle. He offered a display of showmanship instead. Blueface. Blueface is not about disrespect. Correction, if it's not his girlfriend throwing haymakers at him, Blueface isn't about the disrespect. When the LA rapper was in the ring for his boxing match against TikToker Kane Trujillo, a fan got a bit too close and tried to throw a punch at Blueface. So he had to go into self-defense mode and fight back, before being pulled away by ring employees. It was not the ending Blueface wanted for his championship victory, but it will certainly be remembered for a long time. One thing was made clear. Blueface was not helpless, and he was gonna claim 2 victories that night. The fan identified as Jonathan Parra was to blame for trying to ruin Blueface's night. Blueface wasn't about to allow that though, and went full on boxer mode, having to be pulled away by ring employees. And justice was served, with the fan later being charged by the police for trespassing as well. In the Elite Chopper. NLE Chopper and NBA Youngboy aren't always cool, so when NBA Youngboy fans spotted NLE Chopper in the airport in January, things escalated quickly. The individual began to harass him, at which point Chopper had no choice but to fend for himself. Not soon after, a fistfight started. The footage quickly went viral, and Chopper was trending everywhere. This goes to show that any disrespect towards NLE Chopper, especially in public, is out of the question. Try and defend your favorite rapper, but NLE Chopper handles his own business. Despite this, many claims arose that Chopper had embarrassed himself and lost the fight, prompting him to clap back on social media. He posted online saying that he was wearing flip-flops at the time and he had tripped, but the NBA Youngboy fan was seen running away anyway. Afroman. Is it possible to punch somebody and knock them out without knowing? According to Afroman's rep, it happened one night at a show in Mississippi back in 2015. Afroman was unaware a female fan had gotten onto the stage. The incident was, of course, identified as assault, as Afroman was charged, and later apologized for the incident. Even though the rapper swears he did not know the female fan was there, he still had a responsibility to pay attention to what was happening in his show. And it's important to remember that violence is never the answer, and especially if your fan wasn't going after Joe Budden. Joe Budden going after Drake wasn't the best choice if he wanted to avoid conflict. Drake fans were quick to chase him down and go after, but they had a surprise in store. Joe Budden is no regular rapper. He knows what to do when people try to fight. He fights back. In one video, he could be seen driving around chasing a group of Drake fans who had visited him. Joe managed to scare them up, causing them to back off from their plan. In a brave but not always wise move, Joe Budden showed that he is not one to take nonsense and should be taken seriously. While the fans originally wanted to intimidate Joe ended up running after them like a bull seeing red. Jay-Z. Just because Jay-Z cheated on Queen B doesn't mean he's gonna accept any disrespect or sorry fans trying to get too close. The Brooklyn rapper is well aware of his physical prowess and athletic skills, and he never hesitates to use them in order to protect and defend his beloved Beyonce. While at one of their concerts, Jay-Z grabbed a Beehive fan who was getting dangerously close to the stage, and he manhandled him without hesitation.